Hello everyone, I am PrussianPrince with another tournament cast. Well, Warhammer 2 tournament cast to be specific. This is the Master of Bretonnia semi-final stage, basically. Have vonPauluS up against myself. And of course, vonPauluS is the first to pick. He's playing as Bretonnia. And as he's playing as Bretonnia, I have to counter with something, which is, in this case, dwarfs. So we'll see if that actually ends up in my favor. I mean, obviously it's a very good matchup for dwarfs, but Bretonnia does have some tricks up their sleeve to try and win this matchup. That said, let's get the show on the road. So, I'm gonna go over my composition first. I have Grombrindel, the white dwarf, with, of course, Flash Bomb, Foe Seeker, and Grombrindel has no fear. I mean, obviously. Now on Gotrek, I just have Foe Seeker, but of course, Gotrek being there is pretty obvious that he's gonna be there. Other than that, we have, I mean, I would say you should bring him against Bretonnia, because what if Bretonnia brings like single entities? So this would do well against that. So, we also have some Longbeards as well, 4 Longbeards with great weapons, basically the probably the best units you can bring in this matchup. Bretonnia will have a very hard time dealing with them. I have 2 Slayers, one of them is the Arowar Dragonback Slayers. Then we do have some Rangers over here, looks like 4 of them. Are they all regular Rangers? Yes, no Bugmans Rangers. And up front we have, looks like, a total of 5 miners with blasting charges. So this is some sort of a pseudo rush build, I guess you could say. Now for the Bretonians, so what do we have? Well, vonPauluS has decided to go with King Luan Leoncoeur on his hippogriff here. Bucky. We have Stand Your Ground, Beloved Son of Bretonnia, the Ladies Champion. Their single entity is probably a caster somewhere, and there you have the caster. It's the Damsel of Heavens on a horse. She does have Comet of Cassandora and Uranon's Thunderbolt. Very, very useful spells here. We do see a total of 2 field trebuchets on the field. Some foot squires, looks like 4 foot squires, and 2 battle pilgrims. One of them is the Arowar unit, the Holy Wardens of La Maison Telle, which is a great unit, honestly, but in this matchup, I would not pick Battle Pilgrims because, you know, you really want Foot Squires here. This is the matchup where, basically, the one matchup where you want to take Foot Squires over Battle Pilgrims. It's not often that you do that, but maybe there's a couple of other matchups, but, I mean, maybe like one more matchup I can't think of, but yeah, this is the best matchup where you want to pick foot squires, essentially. Okay, so besides the infantry line, which again I don't agree with those foot squires, we do have 3 peasant mob and some archers. So we have 3 peasant bowmen. One of them is the Pox Arrows variant, very, very important to have poison. Only costs 50 more, and again the debuff is huge. We do have some cav on the field, so 2 knights errant on the left, 1 knights errant on the right. Obviously, like, you don't want expensive cav in this scenario, so cheap cav is gonna do just fine. Again, I disagree with the choice of Battle Pilgrims, but I can see why the rest of the stuff would be part of a build. Anyway, let's have a look at the battle. So right now, we see dwarves are moving up. I think, yeah, the Bretonians have actually deployed too far back, and this is going to be a problem, especially because, ooh, so there's some engagements here from the flanks. Knights errant into there's blasting charges. That's a good charge, but it's still, we'll see if this is worth it. And here come the Rangers up against the peasant bowmen. This minor unit is getting hit by Luan and the Knights errant. So at the moment, this is a good engagement for Bretonnia for sure. But this is where Bretonnia is not liking it. The cap here is going down to the Dragonbacks. They're also being slowed down because, again, keep in mind the Dragonbacks actually have this right here, which imbues minus 36 speed besides fire damage, which, I mean, not a huge deal in this case. So here the engagement's coming up here. Some of the miners here engaging with peasant mob, which is good because this means the battle pilgrims will not get hit unless they get targeted, which they might actually get hit anyways, so we will see. Miners coming up as well. These peasant mob getting targeted. Yeah, the peasant bowman going down. This flank engagement here is going well for Bretonnia. Just right here we see the knights are coming back, but again Rangers targeting down the peasant bowman. Have Gotrek surrounded here, which is honestly okay, because now this means these miners here can deliver so much damage. There's a Comet of Cassandora, which is not aimed the best way. You see these miners here do end up delivering a volley into the foot squires though, so they're a little bit better at dealing with that because they have more armor than like battle pilgrims. And by the way, that's another reason why battle pilgrims are kind of worse here, because the miners will do so much damage. Here this is good, pull back the miners, engage with the longbeards with great weapons. Good hit from the trebs though. So at this moment it is definitely in favor of the dwarfs, but oh, the miners blasting charge is going to get some hits here. Not the best shots. Some good movement from Luan and the Knights Errant though this game, that's for sure. Trebs getting hit, shot, more miners hitting here. These ones are hitting the flank, which is huge actually. But possibly they should have targeted the peasant bowman, but whatever, it doesn't matter. That's a good choice as well. Ooh, the Knights Errant coming in here for another charge on the Rangers. That's a good Urinon's Thunderbolt. But at this point, you can see the attrition is not going the way of Bretonnia. So a Slayer unit is going to engage the Damsel of Heavens here, and she's going to take massive damage soon. So the Rangers here do get routed off the field thanks to a good Knights Errant charge. Again, we see Gromidal here engaging. Gotrek is going to finish off the peasant mob, but that's a funny situation. Damsel here is going to go down, and she's routed off the field, but of course the Comet will actually stop as well, but she's going to go down now. The balance of power is going more and more in favor of... Oh, it actually did go, despite the fact that it seemed like it wouldn't. We have Dragonback Slayers here, which will engage, and, you know, at this point Bretonnia is still in a bad spot. But again, you see here that balance of power is not that much in favor of Bretonnia, actually. Barely in favor. Oh, I mean dwarves. Now it's going up and up. There's still more engagements happening, and over here we see King Luan engaging some longbeards with great weapons. Yeah, these engagements here, you know, at this point, Bretonnia is doing much. I mean, he's trying a lot, but it's like it doesn't have that much left, and the engagements now are definitely in favor of dwarfs overall. Luan could potentially do something. There's still some trebs on the field, some foot squires actually pretty important, but longbeards are here, and again, longbeards with great weapons will dismantle foot squires. On top of that, they also have charge defense, so this is very, very important. Yep, charge defense versus large. Alright, so we have King Luan Leoncoeur engaging some rangers there. He's trying to do his best. And these longbeards, oh, actually miners were taken out. There's some kiting going on from Bretonnia, but yeah, Slayers here engaging battle pilgrims, so that's actually pretty good for the battle pilgrims, considering these don't have much armor. Peasant mob trying to stop all these dwarf units from doing well here. We see King Luan Leoncoeur has actually routed one of the rangers, but at this point Luan's gonna get shot. Still lots more, just basically chasing a lot of units at this point. These miners chasing these foot squires, chasing those. Now at this point Luan is the one that's keeping the balance of power as high as it currently is. So he's just dealing with these rangers right now. He's doing really well actually against the rangers, but yeah, these will also be shooting in very soon. Come on, shooty shooty. Yep, so Luan is gonna start taking some damage. He's healing though, because I mean that's the one, he heals. But at this point, Grombrindle and Gotrek, they will easily be able to deal with Luan. I have the Dragonback Slayers, which again, they're really fast, and they also slow down the enemies, so this is gonna go really badly for those Bretonnians. They're stuck here. And actually, this movement here through his own units is not the greatest. Here come the Dragonbacks, surrounding basically right now what is, yeah, these Bretonnians. There's an engagement here, which is huge. This is the engagement that matters. But you know, Luan actually got in a not so good engagement here, because he actually got hit. But Gotrek's HP pool is getting lower and lower again. Can heal though. But so many engagements here not going the way of Bretonnia. There's no place where they're actually winning. Maybe here's like the closest place, but they're not gonna take out these miners, especially with 80 armor, and yeah, they won't be doing that. So here we see, yep, Gotrek and Grombendel taking out the cav here. Bretonnian cavs now routing away. Knights Errant, what can you do? Alright, now over here, there's a little bit of a different situation. We have Luan and Foot Squires. This is the one engagement that Bretonnians were able to win. And they also have some Holy Wardens here to support. But again, you see Gotrek and Grombendel over there. That's just not going to be an issue whatsoever for those two units. I mean, Luan's strong. Like, he's a really strong duelist, but not going to be able to deal with those. But you can see that he's beelining for those two. There's also the Rangers, because, yeah, he's going to have to do something. I mean, might as well just try to engage. Here comes Luan. Rangers coming in. Some epic music playing in the background. Warhammer 2 has a lot of epic music, of course. Right, so there we go. Luan coming in. Nice charge from Luan. But we will soon have Gotrek and Grombendel coming in. There is the flash bomb. He has popped, stand your ground, and there comes the engagement. Yeah, but again, Grombendel and Gotrek will do just fine here. So Grombendel with the axe, just managing to end that right then and there. So that is game one, actually. Going to the dwarfs. Have here Grombendel and Gotrek getting some decent value. The miners not that much value, but pretty inexpensive, so that's fine. Longbeards with great weapons. Have time. Not a lot of them did that great, but it is fine. You know, there are Trebs on the field and so on. Of course, the Slayers here got an immense value. The Rangers did okay for themselves, but in general, you know, the Dwarf army did okay-ish. There was nothing that did super amazing. Well, actually, no, these two Slayers did really good job. Now, for Bretonnia, we have the King Luan with 1.1k value. We see the Damsel, yeah, not much value, of course. Foot Squires, Battle Pilgrims, you see here, they didn't really do much, so you really want Foot Squires instead. Definitely a bad idea to bring Battle Pilgrims against Dwarves, I would say. Just because all their units are armored, and you know, Battle Pilgrims do not specialize against armored units. They don't really have much AP. Now the Knights Errant here, they did quite a lot. So Trebs did okay-ish. Yeah, this didn't go very well for Bretonnia, as you'd expect, because Dwarfs are pretty much a hard counter to Bretonnia. So, it's game one. We'll see if I can close it out 2-0, as this is match point. Check out game two in a moment. So here we have game two, and surprise, surprise. Now I'm playing Bretonnia, because again, this is the Master of Bretonnia tournament, so you have to play as Bretonnia whenever you first pick, essentially. So now it's my turn to first pick Bretonnia, and vonPauluS actually countered with Vampire Counts. So it's a fairly popular pick against Bretonnia as well as one of the potential counters. But let's have a look at the builds. So I've got here Fey Enchantress on Silvaron with Arcane Conduit, Shield of Thorns, Earthblood, Awakening of the Wood, a Life Bloom, and of course Mist of the Lady. You don't want to miss that. We do have a Paladin on horseback, this time with a Guardian. Yes, definitely keep that Guardian rolling. And yeah, just one Paladin actually, so that's interesting. The fact that I cut out some single entities. Alright, what else? Well, we have up front 2 Spearmen at Arms, and actually 3 Battle Pilgrims. One of them is the Holy Wardens of La Maisontal. So these actually are amazing in this matchup because both fire and magical. Well, essentially, that's really good, especially if there are some Syreens on the field. Syreens, not Syreens. Not called Syreens. I don't remember the name for... I think Syreens are for Coast, but I don't remember the equivalent for Vampire Counts. Anyway, other than that, we do see some Peasant Bowmen. yeah, 3 peasant bowmen with box arrows, or is that, yeah, one of them has fire arrows. Make that 4 peasant bowmen actually, yeah, 2 with fire arrows. We do have 2 Grail Knights on the field, and looks like Bandits of Canal and Questing Knights. So yeah, 2 Grails and 2 Questings, one of them being the ROR. Alright, so now for the counts, what do we have? Well, we see that there's the ROR Dire Pack Wolves here. So lots of mobility from counts here. There's also a unit of dire wolves there, probably just preparing to charge in and munch on the peasant bowman, which is quite normal. We do have, yes, a Vlad von Karstein. This is the lord of the vampire counts. We have the Karstein ring, Master of Beguilement, Raise Dead, Gaze of Nagash, Van Hell's Death, Macabre, Invocation of the Heck, Blood Drinker, The Hunger, Aura of Dark Grandeur. There's so much stuff. The Curse of Undeath, and there you have it. Now we do have 2 White Kings as well. This is pretty good with Scabscrath and actually Potion of Strength. Don't see that too often, but I mean, it's not the worst, but you know, usually you just got everything except Scabscrath, because Scabscrath is the ability you want here. Or item, I think. I don't know if it's a, yeah, I think it's an item, yeah, because it says weapon here. So, or should it? Nah, no, it's actually probably an ability. I don't know. I don't remember, but either way, what's important is that this is extremely good against something like Peasant Bowman. So you want to get, if you get White Kings, you know, a big part of why you get them is the Scabscrath against Bretonnia. Okay, so other than that, we do have a really strong cavalry contingent, triple Blood Knight. Of course, that's quite normal in this matchup to bring those. We do see a front line of, yeah, 2 skeleton spearmen on the left, 1 on the right. The center is composed of 4 skeleton warriors. And that is it, actually, for compositions. Let's hit play and watch the battle unfold. So actually, the peasant bowmen are almost in range, but they shouldn't be moving that far up. So already there's a mistake from Bretonnia. We should have stopped here, because this is not a problem. This is definitely a problem. The peasant bowmen could have already been doing a lot of shots here. Very bad maneuvering here for Bretonnia. But that said, the Enchantress Paladin coming in with the Guardian, so it's sort of annoying the charge of these units. And here, yeah, we will see Spearmen at Arms coming in to flank. Blood Knights, Holy Wardens coming in as well. This is also a downhill charge, sort of. This is pretty good at this point. 1 Blood Knight already in trouble. A Peasant Bowman here as well. There's going to be an Awakening of the Wood doing some damage. And now you can see the phase doing her work, just making sure that all these units are drained. So that's not going to be very nice for the Counts. She's going to start getting a lot of value here. We see the Companions of Canal charging into the White King and Skeleton Warriors here. Yeah, Questing Knights having to stop the Blood Knights here. You see that at this point, yeah, there's going to be an issue here. Oh yeah, so the Grail Knights actually countercharging the Dire Pack right in time. Now we have all the cavalry coming back to try and support, because the Peasant Bowmen are falling to all the cavalry. The Peasant Bowmen are actually very important in this matchup to keep alive. Want to keep putting on pressure with them. Some Blood Knights still alive, but over here this is not the best situation for the Counts. There's going to be an Awakening of Good here, which should, yeah, it's doing quite a bit of damage. Also, power is really in Bretonnia's favor. Dire Wolves here going down. Blood Knight's still alive. And, you know, even if Questing Knights get routed off the field. But again, there are so many Peasant Bowmen left. Blood Knights are going down as they're getting shot here. They're crumbling. So, you know, you want to make sure that you take those out. So, all these units here are healing. The Grail Knights, both of them healing, which is very, very important. Now, there's the engagement here. We see Vlad von Karstein is engaged with these units. Battle Pilgrims will take out Skeleton Warriors. And yeah, the Skeleton Warriors here are being disrupted. There's going to be some nice charges here from those Grail Knights, and I believe those are the Companions of Canal. So this is not good for Counts, but at this point you see, yeah, Vlad surrounded. And he's going to get hit by the Paladin and the Fae. There's of course some more cycle charging from the Grail Knights. And these Companions of Canal are going to sit here, but maybe not the best choice because some Skeleton Spearmen are there. Going to disengage. Rear charge into those Skeleton Actually, are they? Oh, they're warriors even, so sword variant. But yeah, this is not looking so hot for the counts. Oh, Karstein is really hanging in there. And there's gonna be a Bauhaus Dance Macabre, interestingly enough, popped on the Blood Knights, but that is not gonna help them enough. There's a Scab's Breath here, which I'm not sure what it hit, but yeah, these Holy Wardens, over time they should be able to deal with the White King. Some nice shots here into the rear of the zombies, but not much else is needed here. Battle Pilgrims engaging. These Blood Knights are gonna go down here. See another White King coming in, but it's just, yeah, Bloodborne Karstein, a White King. Yes, the Paladin Fae plus a bunch of Cav. And yeah, these Spearmen coming in here as well. Zombies going down. Yeah, those Blood Knights getting targeted. Holy Wardens here will end up taking out the White King over time. It's going to be a nice rear charge here from the Grail Knights. And also an Earthblood, which is going to heal all these units here. This is very, very good. Some Spearmen coming in for support against all the Scav. Blood Knights of Count's arm going down. And here where Vlad is going to go down. He cannot handle all of this. Here come the companions as well to charge him and surround him. He's getting hit pretty hard. And that is it for Vlad. I believe, yeah, everything is from... What else is left on the field? Oh yes, it's probably the White King over there. Now it's gone. And that's going to be the game. So I advance to the next round, which is actually the final. But before that, we actually should be looking at the statistics. So Fae, massive value, Paladin, decent value. Yeah, even the infantry, yeah, the Holy Wardens did their duty. Peasant Bowman here, of course, value gained for sure. Questing Knights, Grail Knights. So much work done by the Grail Knights here. This is great. Companions as well now for vonPauluS. Yeah, Vlad couldn't do much. White King's not much value. All the infantry didn't do great. Some Blood Knights did okay-ish. And this Dire Wolf kind of did okay, but this one didn't. Alright, so that's it for this match. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. Follow me on social media. I'll see you all next time.